Welcome. My name is Deborah Harrison. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and each week I come to you with a Make It Monday project for the week so that we can start off our week with just some fun creativity. Today I am actually showing you a card that uses the Nothing Better Than bundle, and I am so excited to play with this set. It was high on my wish list and I actually have been working with it. I don't want to show you everything I've been doing yet because I do have a class that I am designing, and I kind of want to surprise you with that in the next week or two. So anyway, if you're here, say hello, let me know that you're on. And otherwise, we're gonna get started stamping. So guys, give me a moment. I'm gonna turn my camera down and we will get crafting. So guys, I am so excited. This is the card that we're gonna make today. And I just love this bundle. So I wanna show it to you really quick. It is called, in the catalog, you can find it on page 91. It's called the Nothing Better Than bundle. And it comes with all these wonderful stamps, sentiments, and dies, and it is just such a fun set to play with. I just kind of, whole set just kind of quirky a little bit and funny and just delightful all the way around. So I'm going to show you the actual product, what that looks like. This is the stamp set, and it comes with the dies. Now, I like to store my dies on a magnet sheet inside of my case so that I have it readily available just to be able to pull from quickly when I'm working with the stamp set. All right, so one of the things that we're doing is I am using the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. And so I wanted to show you the different patterns that are in this paper because it is just magnificent. All the different patterns and textures to play with. But this week, I chose to actually pull out this real pretty Blushing Bride Designer Series paper print. Now, when I'm going through everything today, don't worry about so much the directions. You can look on my blog for the project sheet for today. Just print that out and you'll have everything you need, the supply list and the measurements, and then you can recreate at home. Now also too, on there, on the second page of that product sheet, there is some information about classes. And actually my Pampered Pets Stamp Club just filled this morning. However, I do have I have enough for 2 more kits. So if you missed that registration and you're really interested in getting that class, just send me an email or message me and I will tell you how you can do that. The only thing is I'm waiting on some ribbon, and that's what's holding me up from making those last 2 kits. So also too, I have an In Color Club that's going to be starting in July. So it is a fun way to be able to get each of the in colors and build your collection over the course of 5 months. You'll get tons of product. You'll also too get a little free embellishment surprise for me every month and a sample of how to use your color for that month. Also too, please don't forget, tomorrow is the very last day for the starter kit promotion. You get a free bundle, and that is a really significant deal because that can be anywhere from around $30 to $50 something that you get for free. And what I really love about this particular starter kit promotion is that it comes between 2 catalogs. We just had the new annual catalog launch at the beginning of the month, and we actually have the holiday one coming up in August. But as a demonstrator, we actually get to start ordering from that on July 1st in just a couple of days. So if you're interested in that, check out that information, click on the link, and you can learn more. So let's pull. Here's the card that we're going to make today. And I'm going to pull the supplies. Set that off to the side. Okay, so we're going to actually start off with a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of the Blushing Bride cardstock. And guys, I just noticed on my project sheet that measurement is wrong, but I will upload the correct measurements here after I do today's live. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to score at 4.25 to create just a basic card. But what I also did is I scored at 2 1/8 so that I could create a Z fold. And so what I'll do is I'll take and I'll burnish that to get a nice crease on it. And then I'm going to take this piece of that real pretty Blushing Bride Designer Series paper, and it measures 1 7/8 by 5 1/4, and I'm just going to put it on that outer flap. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead while I'm here is I'm going to take my 4 by 5 1/4 piece of the Whisper White, and I'm going, it was hard to say, and I'm going to put that on the inside. Okay, so we're going to put that on the inside. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to then take a die cut scallop stitched rectangle, and I'm using the Stitch So Sweetly dies today, and I took the largest one and die cut it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue, some dimensionals here on the back. And I'm going to start here first so that I make sure that I put it on correctly. And I'm just going to put that kind of in the center. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece of 2 1/2 by 3 5/8 Whisper White. And I'm going to use my soft suede ink pad. And what I did is I took my sentiments, and I'm going to actually be stamping both at the same time. The top one says, today's plan, consume, and then the bottom, because adulting is hard. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to ink both of them up at the same time, and I'm going to put it towards the top. All right. And then what I'm going to do while I have my ink out is I'm going to put at the underneath is I'm going to put my little chocolates, stamp them just underneath. All right. So what I did is from that set, the bundle is I cut out the chocolate die cut, and I actually used our new sticker sheets so that I could actually make this into a sticker. But before I do that is I want to brush this with Wink of Stella so that I can give it a little bit of shine. And I will see if the camera will pick this up here in a minute. But if not, just trust me, it's like a really sparkly. It's really sparkly. So I'm not going to do all this. I've actually already done one for the sake of time. So I'm hoping that the camera, if I rotate it, that maybe it'll catch some of that real pretty glisten that's on there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just peel the back off. Like I said, I made it into a sticker so that it's easier for me to work with. So I'm just going to remove that backing. And then I'm going to just stick it right there in the middle. All right, so we need a little bit of color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Blushing Bright ink pad, and I'm going to stamp here in the middle. I tried it like full strength, and I just felt like that was a little too dark. So what I'm doing is I'm doing what's called stamping off. So I stamped once, and then I'm going to stamp again. Okay, now I could leave the card this way, but I like dimension. I like things to pop a little bit. So what I did is I have already pre-cut some little candies ahead of time. So I'm just gonna take those and I'm gonna put them on with dimensionals right over my existing ones that I stamped. So sometimes if you start with something and you're not sure if you like it, you can always build it up later. So we're going to put that on, and I just think that looks a lot better. Now, if you did not want to do the chocolate with the die cut, you could also take up just a real thin piece of Whisper White and just stamp it on there, and then you could add put dimensionals underneath it or just put it on top if you wanted to work with it that way. Okay, so now I'm going to adhere this to my soft suede scallop rectangle. And we're going to put that on there. And then the last thing I have to do is just add my ribbon. Now I am working with the Real Pretty Whisper White polka dot tulle ribbon, and I really like this ribbon. It's really pretty. However, I will tell you it is a little bit tricky to work with. You can't play with it a lot. You have to kind of make your bow and just be happy with it, and then just go from there and not keep playing with it a lot. So I already pre-made a bow, and I'm just gonna stick it on with my glue dot. And then our card is done. I'll put that right there in the corner. All right, isn't that so cute? I love it. I just love this bundle. I love the colors. I love the dies that are in here. It's just such a fun card to work with. And I will see if I can't salvage that Whisper White inside, and then I'll be able to give this card to somebody. Well guys, I appreciate that you joined me today and to make this really yummy card, and join me again next week for another fun project. Until then guys, stay safe, stay well, and have some happy stamping. Bye guys.